Hi folks, hi Mom. I'm making a video, this time about meeting your challenges head on. Kind of the theme of a lot of the conversations I'm having, it feels like, in videos I've made. But I thought I'd do one specifically on that. A friend of mine, awesome friend of mine, just the other day was inquiring about the worth of focusing on your challenges, if you will, and the point was made for sure that you need to focus more on your gifts, on your passions, on your strengths. Absolutely, for sure. That's the momentum. Is the beauty, if you will. That being said, a really good way of bringing more beauty into your life and accessibility to your passions and such things, I believe, is through looking at your shadow, at your dark side. It's nothing new. And I was with a group of people that talked about this kind of engagement in the way of saying warrior task assignments. So you'd be put on a warrior task assignment to confront your fear, to confront your shadow, kind of thing. And so this is the idea, right? If you're afraid to speak, public speak, then you would write a poem and go to open mic night, right? You're afraid of the opposite sex, or not so much opposite. You're afraid of being intimate with somebody that you have a crush on, and so you're intimidated by that whole idea, and so you don't approach people you're sexually attracted to. Another one, right? There's an endless list of insecurities and concerns and fears that hold us back from kind of sort of going for it, I guess, in life. So I'll give you an example of what I did one time as far as I stalked my fear and what it did for me. So I was afraid to be in a play, to perform publicly in front of people my whole life. I did it once as a kid, and it was all right, but I basically never did it again. And someone like me, I feel like, should be performing. Come on, right? Like, get out there. And so, but I was petrified. I was afraid. I had stage fright, really. If someone handed me a microphone, I would freeze up. In the corner, I could yammer on all night and make fun of people and be the class clown. But as soon as the light was on me, forget it. Like, action? What do you mean? You're telling me what to do? People are expecting something of me? I would freeze up. I wouldn't even do it. So it's like I wouldn't even have to freeze. So I joined this group, the Mythmakers, awesome, amazing group of folks, and ended up being sort of in the core of orchestrating this play. It was called an event called Fairies and Fools, and we did a play about the Green Man, and he goes on this adventure. And so I ended up being this character, the Hyoka, this sort of the clown, of course, and I was lucky enough actually to be hosting my Aaron and Rebecca, my friends who were sort of the core of the group. And so he's coaching me what to do. And so it ends up that I'm like now going up to the crowd and talking to the crowd, and the whole thing was a nightmare. And it was a beautiful experience for sure, but the process, I was so fearful of it. So I want to get to the point here of just before go time, showtime, as in I'm literally waiting to join my friend Cody, the Green Man, and to be like, whoa, be this nut job. My body is freaking out. My heart is pounding. I'm sweating. I'm white, and I'm having a dialogue. It's all about the inner dialogue, right? Where it's like it kept coming up. You're going to let people down. Okay, yeah, no, I got it. Yeah, that won't be the first time. And it's like you're going to look like an idiot. I'm like, okay, just relax. We're not going to look that stupid. What's the worst that can happen? I'm calming myself down is the idea, right? Trying to nurture myself in that moment of fear. But still, there's a voice, if you will, if you want to look at it that way. There is a conversation happening, and it's so threatened. Part of myself was so threatened by what other people thought of me. So what it came down to, if no one was watching the show, it would be no problem. If it was just me jumping around like a goof, So it was very specifically that, and actually the conversation went back and forth. And then at one point, this is what I heard. It's kind of weird to talk about your thoughts in your head, but I heard, "We're gonna die." So, what? And that was just 2 seconds before show, and I was like, "Okay, we're gonna talk about that when we get back." And I did my thing. I did a pretty good job, actually. And then I came back, if you will, to the pond of close to where we were gathering, and I was like, "Whoa, dude, come on!" And it was one of the most profound learning experiences in my life, of the seriousness of my fear. I was more afraid of what people thought of me than a wild dog, than an angry biker at a bar, than so many things. I don't feel like I'm afraid of very much. But that really brought home for me the severity of my concern and my fear of what people thought. So it was such a beautiful gift for me to have that firsthand. Not, "Oh, I think it's that." It's like, "Oh, no, it's that." And to just do a lot of self-care and a lot of work after that into, basically, there was a lot of boundary work and a lot of, all about love, unconditional love for myself and for other people, and a lot about letting go of control and ironically, letting go of being too serious about myself, taking myself too seriously. And so anyway, all kinds of goodies came out of that. And so that's why I try to convince people, and I'm telling you now, that it's such a great idea to stalk your fear, and your main focus, again, the love, for sure, the joy, bring it. But every once in a while, go for it. Get a friend even to talk to you about it. And find out what would be your fear if it's looking silly. You wear the red clown nose for a day, or if it's fear of heights or anything like that. It's sort of take small steps, sure, but take on a challenge. Set yourself up so that you're facing it. And all the way along, again, you want to express yourself. You want to write about it. You want to talk to other people about it. You want to sort of move this and dance with this whole story that you're having in your head, so that it doesn't, you don't get too pent up around it and have an attack or something. So and yeah, again, get your lavender, get your rescue remedy, get whatever whatever nurtures you right at hand, and allow yourself to take care of yourself while you're pushing your limits. So anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you. It's a really good one for me. Warrior task assignment. Make one for yourself. Get a buddy too, and have some fun with it. Okay, peace be with all of you. Take care.